Works better. What do you think? So we're live right now.
Okay.
We're
And I
live.
love the fact that all we can see is your face. So it
So
doesn't
now
matter
it's
who's
just on
talking.
yours.
Yeah.
So you can invite people. Like, that's my brother. It's like, do you want to...
You have to accept people that want to join, or
Yeah, we could invite some people to our conversation, talk about, like, fuck all.
invite Ty Lopez.
Who?
Do you know Ty Lopez?
Should I invite him?
Do you know who he is?
Yeah, I know who he is. Oh, see, we got someone watching. See?
Who?
Look
My
at that.
mom?
Someone's watching. Katie's watching.
Hey, mom.
Katie. That's
Oh.
Octavia.
Who's Katie?
That's my girlfriend.
Hey.
She's on right now.
I'm the guy stealing your boyfriend.
Yeah. See, she's watching.
Can she comment or can she like say stuff or like
Katie,
she can only watch and like
Can't bring her on. See, like, you can go on. I'm teaching Octavio right now about the power of
not
Facebook Live.
teaching me
I'm,
anything.
I'm teaching him the most
I'm an
amazing
expert.
things. He's an expert. Hey, see, I can like it. I think I can. She's
like these two losers.
She's probably like, what the
think
fuck
they
you
have a
guys-"
platform to express their ideas.
She's like, what you guys... Look, dude, we have 3 people on right now.
Dude, that's massive.
We're famous.
famous.
Oh, Sebastian. See, I can go. I can write a comment. Talking business life.
We're not talking business.
Yeah, we are, dude.
Nor life, dude.
Okay.
It sounds way more serious.
No, it sounds cool. See, and I can put, what up, dog? Okay, see, that's Sebastian.
Okay.
Sebastian, I just did,
man.
he's my December Traveler of the Month. We actually just had a huge interview together.
Okay.
See? I can pin that.
Oh, you were talking shit about him. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's just talk and see how things go here. Dylan Burke, what's up, man? What's going on? I'm here with Octavio.
I apologize in advance.
We're gonna have to get close, man.
for my accent. Why do you always want to get closer to me? I find that weird.
Well,
hey, Katie, pay attention to that.
The reason why Plus 58 Films, Pili is actually from Colombia.
Hey, I see the
Venezuela.
last name. Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿De qué
Hola,
ciudad?
¿qué tal?
Do you know what city?
Santa Marta.
Oh, cool.
Santa Marta. Yeah, Pili is awesome. We went to school together.
That's where Simon. Do you know who Simon Bolivar is?
Oh, the guy that saved South
Liberated.
America. Yeah,
Not
he
saved, but like,
Well,
he
he-
liberated our our
Isn't Venezuela?
country.
Well, isn't Venezuela technically the last Bolivarian?
Yeah.
What?
Not
Like
the last one.
dictatorship?
Yeah, dictatorship.
No, not
It's
dictatorship.
not.
Well,
It's a democracy on paper. It's a democracy.
well, Bolivia too.
Yeah, the world knows that not really, but like in our constitution, like we're a democracy.
You know what's crazy? I just learned this that okay, no doubt, yeah. This Baz just rattled on forever. Okay, but see, okay, there's so many more people. First of all, on Facebook Live.
Can they see how many people we have?
Yeah, we have 6 right now.
No,
I think
right,
they can
but
see.
can they see? Because we could say that we have 2,000 people, and they were
No,
like, oh,
no, we have
this is
6
great.
people on right now. Guys, first of all, comment below, and I want to hear. Do you guys want to see us together?
Strip down.
We're thinking. Tell us what you want us to do. We're thinking about making a weekly video.
No,
of this.
we're not.
Yes, we are. Octavio just doesn't know it yet. The funny part about Octavio being Venezuelan is I learned
my
this the other
accent.
day. No, you can't immigrate into the States anymore. You're on the do
can't?
not. Yeah, you're on the do not.
For
I was
all
going to tell you
Venezuelans?
this. Yeah, it's for
No, I think it's for
Venezuelans.
diplomats.
I thought it was for all Venezuelans.
I think it's for I have family there. Oh, but you mean like I can't
Like
make
now.
a decision right now?
Like now. Come
oh.
on.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh,
I didn't
Pili.
know that.
You want to see? Maybe we
Santa
should bring.
Marta?
We should bring. Yeah, Pili. Where are you from? Santa Marta.
I think Santa Marta. Correct me if I'm wrong.
What's up, Tybee?
That's where Simon Bolivar died, I think, or was born. Fuck, I should know that.
Is that where he morted?
Muerte?
Morte.
Yeah.
Did he morte there?
No, you don't say it like that.
Il est mort.
Where donde murió?
Donde murió?
Yeah, man.
Donde murió?
Let's talk something like with essence. And
Okay,
stuff,
let's do it. Okay,
because people are leaving by. We only have
Yeah, Santa Marta. Bad hombres. Yeah, Baz. I know as an American.
bad hombres.
Bad hombres.
Where is he from?
He's from Australia.
Oh,
Baz
cool.
is from Australia.
But he
Baz.
lives here?
No. Okay, so Baz. Okay, so I interviewed him as my Traveler of the Month,
Okay.
and he has a crazy story. So he basically, you can tell Baz like where to go. So his whole website is what should Baz do.
Oh, cool.
And so people vote on like crazy shit he should do, countries he should live in. And the coolest part about it is he has a mission, like a philanthropic mission for each thing.
Oh, cool.
So like he gives back in some way. So he
so
was.
if I so it's like a challenge. So if I tell him like go to Venezuela,
Baz, go to Venezuela.
Go to Venezuela right now.
He's in Brazil.
I'll hook you up. Really?
Yeah, he's in Brazil.
What's he?
I think he's going to Sao Paulo. I think he's in Manas.
That's so cool.
Manas right now, and
Okay.
he's going to Sao Paulo on Saturday.
Man, that's
I think.
okay. So a lot of people go to his website and just tell him what to do, and he does it.
Yeah, votes and stuff like that. I read the article. I'm gonna do some self promotion. Go to CarryOnTravelFitness. Read about what should Baz do. Bring them Sterling. Oh, what's up, Sterling? Wow, I haven't. There's so many people that are watching my video.
So these are all your like friends from.
Yeah, they're just popping on right now.
But
so
like from high school or like
life friends.
Everyone talking about life.
Everyone that comes on right now is my life friend. You guys are all life friends. So let's talk about substance. Like what were we talking about before? Let's just forget the camera was there. If you guys want us to talk about
something, we were
below.
talking about something really cool. So we were talking about how North Korea is very similar in a way to, I would say, like upper class neighborhoods.
To Westmount, which is
Yeah,
right
but they don't
here.
know where.
Guys, we're in Montreal and Westmount for those Sterling, what's up, man? Hope all is well to you. So we're talking about North Korea and how it's comparable to Westmount. So what were
That's
we
a crazy comparison.
What did I say? Like, what was the comparison again?
Because we were talking about how people in North Korea, what's very scary is not that, like, if I was there, knowing that I'm a slave, or not a slave, but like you're trapped there, at least you're like, okay, let me figure out a way to get out of here, right?
Yeah, right.
But if you're there thinking that you're free, that's the scariest part of all. Like if you think that you hit the lotto just because you live there and everything is pretty and you go into work and that's all you know and you think that you're free, that's super scary. And then Grant said like, well, that's what people do in like upper class societies or neighborhoods or whatever. Like you fall into this trap of thinking like, oh, I need to live this lifestyle, and you can't move down from there. You're not free to do whatever you want because you live in this bubble and it's only in your mind, right? So
and I think
that make sense?
That's what we're talking
people
about.
Just left because
no, it
that
doesn't.
didn't make sense.
We have even more people on right now, so everyone's watching. I think Octavio, you brought up a really good point. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. Is Westmount is like a bubble in itself, right?
Yeah.
And North Korea is a bubble because if you're in North Korea, you're born in North Korea, you can't leave North Korea.
Yeah.
But the crazy part is that Westmount, right? And for those of you from Chicago, Westmount is like Gold Coast. Very nice upper class neighborhood. But people don't leave Westmount, right? They speak English. It's its own enclave. And I think in Montreal it's very different because it's a very francophone city.
Well, they actually call it a city, guys, and it's just a neighborhood. But they say it's the city of Westmount, which is ridiculous, I think.
Yeah, and actually, wait, talk about and tell everyone how you had to get a dog tag.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the dog? I thought that was crazy, man.
So I live one block away from Westmount, right? That's where my house is. And I have a dog. But I take my dog to the Westmount Dog Park, so I needed to get a dog license for my dog. So if I got the license from Montreal, I didn't have access to Westmount, so I would have to like pay a fine every time that I walk my dog there. So I got a dog license from Westmount, and that license allows me to walk my dog, like both in Westmount and in Montreal, which is super unfair to people from Montreal to not have that.
Right.
But that goes to show how like people live in these like mental fallacies or it's just bullshit to like think that you're better off in one neighborhood and then you limit yourself. You don't know what's out there. And I'm not from here. Sorry that I'm like butchering your language.
No, you're not. You're not butchering. There's no proper way to speak English.
No, like, but still,
technically, I don't speak the proper English. Like that's British English.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. But my point is like having traveled so much, and you have traveled. Sebastian is traveling a lot.
Yeah. Baz, shout out to Baz.
It allows you to see the world like from a perspective that is actually you have a privilege, right? Like of looking at the world and seeing like, okay, I can learn from this culture and from that culture, and that's very humbling.
Right.
Instead of
Right.
just being an asshole and being like, oh, because I'm from this city or I'm from this country, you know, or I have wealth or not, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm better than other people, or like you basically enslave yourself to like this bubble, and it's not. I don't think it's healthy by any means, because I know a lot of people that are wealthy or that have money basically, but they're not free. Like all they do is basically the same things, and they're like, they follow trends and they go, oh, let's go to a new restaurant because everybody's going to that restaurant regardless.
Social proof.
Yeah,
like going back to
psychology.
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
so it's
Social
like
proof.
getting approval from like your your neighborhoods or whatnot of what to do and what not to do.
Sure.
But those
keeping
people,
up with the Joneses, like everyone around.
And then
like,
you look from the outside, it's like, oh, they're very free because if you have a lot of money, you know, that can buy you basically freedom because you can travel the world and do that. But they don't live it in that way. In like, as opposed to us,
right.
we're just like free travelers, and like we get to learn from this.
We're like nomads, like almost, but not even nomads in the sense that I think there's people that travel but really limit themselves, right? Like I could go, like we're in Montreal right now, very different than a lot of North America. I would say like it's its own bubble within North America, but it's still North America. Right? In Europe and North America, more or less the same. I think it's really important to go to some areas where, for example, South America was eye-opening for me. Yeah. When I traveled 6 months in South America, it was really eye-opening because it was such a different culture. And I know we've talked about it, like the difference between Venezuelan, like me growing up in Chicago, and the differences between that, like the macho culture and stuff like that. For me, seeing that, I was like, whoa, like that was crazy to me. Like both being guys,
exactly.
That was crazy just because
it's a clash of cultures because you're not used to something that I'm used to. So I'm lucky.
It's not right or
I'm
wrong.
lucky that I live here,
Sure.
so I get to see that from the outside. And I go, oh, that's crazy.
Right.
Thank God I'm not that way, or I'm not that way anymore. Maybe I was in the past, but it takes, you know, traveling the world, or at least getting to know people from other parts of the world,
right,
to understand that. So like back to our point, which was North Korea, they don't have people, you know, outside of North Korea to compare their realities to. So they don't even know. They don't know what they don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but
maybe if we think about this, like maybe there's a beauty in the ignorance.
Yeah,
right?
it's like blissful ignorance. I would rather take the harsh truth. Like if I'm North Korean and I meet you for some reason,
I'm South Korean.
No, yeah, or you're American. You just went there, you know, to visit, and then you tell me, dude, you gotta get out of here. You don't know what the world is really like. It's so, you know, it's you're gonna have more freedom than what you have right now. I would rather face that truth because it's gonna tear down like my whole belief system.
Yeah.
But then I'm gonna be able to make different choices. But if I don't have that conversation with you, I'll probably die thinking that I was free and I wasn't. And there's no word. Somebody said it famous. I don't remember. I'm gonna paraphrase it, but it's like there's no. The people.
No, there's actually a lot of people watching us.
Somebody who said it. I don't know. That there's no worse slave than those who think that they're free. But they're not.
Okay, yeah.
Something like that. I'm paraphrasing.
Right.
But it's the truth. So if we take a North Korean citizen,
sure,
and you don't have that to like extrapolate your reality and your experience to like other people and see like, oh shit, like I should get out of here, or I should find a way, right?
Yeah.
But if you go like from home to work, and like you're like fake smiling all the time, then you don't know. That's all you know.
Right. But
it's not only North Korea. Like in a lot of places, people live that way. Indigenous people, maybe, you know, when people try to do the first contact and introduce like civilization to them, and
well, they think it's crazy because we're in a place where this is indigenous land. This is First Nation people's land, right? So Europeans came here, French, British, and you know French especially. They came here and made contact and. If you think about it, even today, where are most indigenous people? They're way in the north, and actually here in Canada, they had the indigenous schools where they tried to reform the indigenous people and to make them Canadian.
Yeah.
Right? Like make them like white, you know, civilization.
Yeah.
And that actually was one of the worst things to happen because now you have a whole generation that grew up not knowing their culture. Mm-hmm. They didn't know the language. They didn't know their tribe's language, whatever it may be. their First Nation tribe,
Yeah.
and now they're just up north, and there's some huge problems with that.
Yeah. They're like secluded because they don't know which world they belong to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you were brought and forced in this the white man's world, and now after that you're put back. And
they're put back there?
Oh
Or
yeah,
they
I think
decide to go back.
Well, I think I mean these schools don't exist anymore. This is before. I think
Okay.
in like the 50s or 60s here in Canada. But now you still have that whole generation. Like you educate those people. You know, for example, down here in Montreal, they go back up north. They don't feel like they're a part of the community. And now,
and I get that, but then I would argue.
Okay.
I mean, I
Yeah,
agree
yeah,
with
yeah,
what you just
yeah.
said.
No,
but
bring it on,
just
bring
play
it on.
like devil's advocate.
Sure.
I would argue that those people don't have access to like knowledge or tools that we have available to us, right? To like
Sure.
build civilizations and just like, you know, if you want to go super late, like reach enlightenment, right? Like to become like a better human being and all that. They don't have that because all they think about constantly is survival, right? So
Okay.
they're into like hunters and gatherers and all that shit. And so by bringing them to, let's call it our society, our way of, you know, looking at the world or whatever,
Right.
you're trying to teach them something that might be beneficial to them. But the problem, I think, is that they shouldn't forget their roots.
That's
so it's
it.
like, it's basically trying to connect the two worlds and living in harmony rather than like, oh, we know better because, you know, we're white or we're Latinos or whatever.
Yeah,
we know
right,
better
right.
than you guys. We're more advanced. Therefore, I'll impose everything that I know on you. It should be more like you teach me something that you don't that you know, probably
Right.
about nature and living in harmony with
on
like,
hunting or whatever. Yeah.
everything, and then I'll teach you the stuff that I know about, I don't know, making money and surviving in this crazy world. So
Right.
like it should be-
Entrepreneurship or business skills.
It should be an
or-
exchange rather than like I think we're superior because we have all of this, right?
You make a really good point. I think something like an exchange is a really good idea, right? Like I think the exchange part is amazing, but I think what Canada did before was pretty much, I mean, they didn't outright say this, but pretty much what they said is our culture is better. You're not civilized.
why
We have to civilize you.
Yeah. That's
And
the
I
wrong
think
approach.
that's where
And
there's
that's
some
it, but that
problems.
if you look at history, that's probably the way that we've been doing stuff.
Oh,
like,
yeah, well-
all over the world.
Look at the Spanish. I mean,
Yeah,
you
in
know,
South
Venezuela, like,
We got
you
fucked.
know, like, yeah, it's Canada and the States. It's the same thing. Like,
Yeah, I'm British, yeah.
European,
Yeah.
right? Like, I'm not originally from. Like, my family, if you go way back in history, is not originally from North America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So, it's. I have a hard time when like we put, you know, I think it is value what you're saying, like native people, maybe they learn some business skills that we have, we learn some hunting skills, but I don't know, I guess I don't need hunting skills here in Montreal.
Well, we don't need it because of our way of living right now. But like,
right, you have Adonis across the street from
yeah,
me.
like I have a supermarket right across it, so I don't need it. But then I started taking like, remember like,
oh yeah, archery.
Yeah,
Actually, maybe tell people about your archery.
Well, no, I've been doing it only for like a month or something.
Still,
like
it's so cool,
that.
man.
But
You
no,
guys
but the
archery.
reason behind it was like, if like I don't even know how to hunt if I needed to survive. So
Right.
I'm not hunting animals. Like I don't eat animals, right?
Oh right, yeah, I totally forgot about
But
that. Actually,
it's a life skill that is very important to have.
Right.
So like there's certain things that don't take it for granted just because we live here. Like we might as well live the rest of our lives in a city like this, and we don't need that, but we might. You know, you never know. And it's like not learning how to build a house because you can pay somebody to build it for you.
Right.
But you're okay. You can pay it if you can afford it. Fine, pay it. But you're better off if you learn it yourself, right?
Right.
So there are certain things that we can be more humble and be like, oh, I'm not going to impose what I think I know on you.
That's it.
Let's just like figure out a way of like, you know, exchange. And if you don't like our world,
Right.
go back to like where you're from, and we'll live here, and we'll all, like, you know, like peace treatments and then
Yeah.
you're fine. But I think it's the conquering mindset.
That's
It's
it.
the conquering mindset
That
that's
impose.
that it's not a good thing for anybody.
Yeah, I think for those of you watching, hey everyone, hold on, we'll do a quick little introductory. This is Octavio.
Hey.
What's up? Octavio said if you're in Venezuela, go. End of January, meant to head home. Australia, Argentina sounds wicked. Any challenges, throw them down. We can think of some challenges.
In Argentina or like in general?
In general. We'll think of some challenges. Hey, Natalie Giacoretti, what's up? Chris, what's going on, man? It's been a while. James, thanks for joining. Rob, what's up, man? Ben, how are you doing? Hi to everyone that's joining us so far. Who's on right now? Here, let's look. Angel, what's up, man? Providencia, I met this guy actually in Providencia. You know, the Colombia, the island? Yeah. He has his own rugby club there. Providencia, go. It's an amazing island. Go visit Angel there. Katie, what's going on? Baz. Okay, so
Katie's still here?
Katie's still on.
Oh, she's so loyal.
She's so loyal.
The first one.
She's so loyal.
She probably has it like in the background and she's doing something else.
Yeah, she's probably like,
what are they talking
she's
about?
probably like, I don't want to live
yeah.
with these idiots.
Like, actually, I need to talk. I want to break up with you. It's like,
yeah. What's up? What's up, dude? Angel, what's going on, man?
Cool. He's a guy from
Providencia. Yeah, so that's a like. So I'm teaching Octavio here how to use. You're not even in the shot, man.
I know. No, I was. I think. Dude, what if I've been talking?
Join me.
Yeah.
Join me in this.
Yeah, it's way too close.
We need Richard.
Oh yeah, you guys.
Can you imagine Richard?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Explain who
Richard is. I would just call him like an overall amazing dude. Like, he's like
that's borderline homosexual, dude. But no, definitely, he's like 57 years old.
Yeah, explain.
But we went out last Friday or Saturday. Saturday night, and we went out like we were gonna have one drink, and then we ended up like partying with him. He's just and he knows a lot about the financial world. So
oil,
like he can steer. Yeah,
shout out to Texas.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he works in the oil and gas industry.
Oil and gas.
But he's an amazing guy. He's always like giving advice to us, and like I don't know, it was fun to hang out with. So he would be great in this conversation for sure.
Oh, okay. So Angel's telling me relaxing in the office at lunch will officially make Providencia rugby club next year. Province Bull Sharks, dude, that's amazing. I have to come back. Your island is so beautiful.
I've never been. I should go.
Have you heard of Providencia?
I don't think so, man. Not before these conversations.
It's close to from Colombia.
And I'm from Venezuela. So
he's from Venezuela.
I should know, probably.
You can actually, I don't know. Oh, people are like, "What's up?" You can take a flight from like Cartagena. I flew from Medellin.
He means Cartagena. Right?
Cartagena.
Let's forget.
There's my gringo accent. Yeah, there's my gringo accent. You can fly to San Andreas. And then, hit me up when you do. Hell yeah. And then you take dude, it is like the bumpiest boat ride I've ever been on from San Andreas. I'm not kidding. It's like boom, boom.
Oh, do you take a jeep? What is it?
No, it's a boat.
Oh,
it's a boat.
Okay.
And I'm not saying
it's an island.
It's like a futuristic boat. Like they have these. It's kind of like this thing that just glides through the water. Okay. But it's the bumpiest boat ride you'll ever go on. So.
How far is it?
3 hours. Okay. 3 hours. And they give you a pill before and they're like for seasickness. So you don't throw up, yeah. But
You still throw up?
No, I was good because this is what I did. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I did. Close my eyes.
For 3 hours?
For 3 hours.
That's crazy.
And I thought, like, I tried it. You know what? Actually, in that time.
Like that, like, for
I tried to
3
meditate.
hours? Or it's only like certain parts that are rough and then.
No, the whole time. I'm not kidding. It was like this. And I had nothing on purpose. The catamaran, take the 15. Oh yeah, you can fly there, but man,
I was gonna say, dude, like 3 hours of that.
You can fly, yeah.
I guess so. There are certain islands in Venezuela that we do that, but it's only like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So you take it. 15. It's still rough. You're like, fuck, I want to throw up. But 15 minutes passes by super fast,
right?
And then you're there. But 3 hours, it's just like too intense.
It's like,
I mean, 3 hours coming back.
You're flying.
Yeah.
Maybe okay. So what's up, man? Let's go back to that conversation we were having about obstacles.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to talk about that?
Sure.
That was really nice.
So
actually, let me get that book.
Yeah. So I don't remember what we were talking about before, but then I mentioned this book. It's called "The Obstacle Is the Way," and it's basically like the gist of the book is when you have an obstacle in your life. Instead, I don't want to get like too corny, but this is like the main thing. That's
your business card.
Go see my movies. Go see my movies.
Go see his movies.
No, but so when you face an obstacle, instead of going like, oh fuck, now how do I go around that, or how do I overcome this obstacle? Your attitude should be always, oh, I'm grateful that this is here in front of me because I can learn and grow from it, right? So the obstacle is a way, it's literally that. So the obstacle becomes sort of like the solution to something, and it makes you grow. And then we're giving examples and like how we have applied that in our lives, or how I have applied it based on the book. You probably applied it just like common sense or something.
Yeah, no, we totally relate on that.
And then it's so freeing. It's very freeing because then you're no longer a victim of the circumstances, or like blaming the world, or blaming, you know, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. No, you're just like owning it and be like, okay, what's the solution here? What angle do I have that's gonna allow me to be more free from this point on, right? So, and become a better person, more humble, more grateful.
Right.
Instead of complain, like I find it like it's just like energy draining. You know, you're constantly you're bringing people down, you're bringing yourself down. There's no point in complaining, but we're so seduced by the idea of complaining because we think like, oh, dude, I've been going through you know, a lot of shit.
I've been going through some shit, man.
You need to listen to me because I'm so tough.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, nobody gives a shit.
No one fucking cares.
Nobody cares.
No, that's moral of the story. No one fucking cares.
But that's also a very good thing.
Right.
I think it's very good when you realize that nobody gives a shit. It's like your mom and things like that. You know.
Well,
that doesn't
sound so
count.
harsh. Like no one cares.
No, I mean, for sure your friends
mean,
care. Yeah, but overall, like, no. Think about it. You don't walk around being like, oh, I care about, you know, that person's problem. No, you're just living your life and try to be, you know, as positive and as productive as possible.
Sure.
So why would you go around complaining instead of having this attitude, which is, okay, this is happening, great, you know, great. Or rather, it's like, how can I make this great? How can I make this that is happening that I thought it was negative actually a good thing? And then you're so powerful because then you're free from whatever circumstances, you know?
That's a really good point.
Like, if you want to go macro, like if a hurricane comes and like, you know, takes your home.
Back in
economics. You're like, oh, how is this a good thing? It might be harsh. I'm not saying like, have a smile on your face the next day. No, it took me months to actually realize it and change my mindset.
Right.
But it's like, okay, I don't have a home right now and I live in, I don't know, New Orleans. How am I going to get out of here? And this is great because I always wanted to go, you know, and study film in Atlanta. And then you go to Atlanta, now you don't have a home in New York. So it can be a good thing. You make it a good thing, right? Instead of being like, I'm so unlucky, you know, I don't have a house anymore.
Why is it doing this?
Is it like coming?
I think we're back. Is it doing that for you?
No, I think it's...
Hold on, we're having some technical difficulty. Okay, I think we're good.
I think we're good.
That
was weird.
Okay, that was weird. Anyway, we're back on, but...
The wife was like, shut up, dude.
Yeah, I was like,
shut up. No, but I hope that's maybe for somebody out of like the 2,000 people listening to us. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, I'll apply that. You know?
It's been... I really like, again, like, I know I described it as like an energy pie, right? This is my pie, or a heart. I love you guys. Imagine a pie, right? You only have a finite amount of energy in your pie. So if you spend that time, I loved what you were saying about complaining, right? Like, obviously people do care, but at the same time, you need to use that energy wisely. Yeah. And if you use, and also I think this is another point, is like, if you just spew complaints and negative energy, people feel that. People pick up on that. Yeah. Like, people don't want to be around it.
Yeah.
I definitely know I can do that sometimes, for sure. Like, I can get in this mood. I'm very positive and I have all these different emotions and stuff like that. But man, if I get in a negative mood, I can stay there for a while.
Yeah.
And I think the difference between sexes, I think men, if we're angry or have a certain emotion, we stay there for longer.
Yeah.
I feel like women are able to turn that switch. And obviously this is just a very general comment. What do you think about that? Do you think, like, let's say you get in a negative state.
Yeah.
How do you, like, do you stay there for a while? And if so, like, how do you turn the switch? How do you flip it around?
Well, before it was really hard because back to my point, I think it's very seductive to be either a victim or to feel like, oh, my anger or my sadness is justified, you know? Because I went through that, because this happened, Again, all outside, like, factors. Right? So it's very seductive to be that way. But then when you realize, like, oh, I'm only harming myself. I'm only, I'm just wasting energy that I could spend being productive or being positive or whatever. If positive is like too corny, at least productive. But even when you're walking around with negative energy, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like...
No. Yeah.
You're there and you're trapped there and you're mad or sad or whatever, but in reality, you want to stop feeling that way, right? So, like, I apply brain hacks. Like, even if I feel my sadness or my anger is justified, I'm a human being, so I'm gonna feel the energy. I'm gonna feel the emotion. I know I can't resist the emotion from coming, right? What I can control is my perspective, or rather the way that I deal with it, right?
Are you talking about owning it? Is that more so what you're saying? Like, you own...
Not really owning it, but I went to this, and you guys don't do it. I had a hard time completing it, but I went to a 10-day meditation retreat.
Oh, man.
And what they said is like...
Good on you, man.
Just like, let the emotion come in. Because most people try to fight it, and once the emotion is there, you're like, oh, now I'm mad, but then let it come, right? It's okay.
Own it.
Just don't react. That's your power. So your power is your power is not fighting the emotion or like closing so that you don't feel anything. Right. It's more like let it in, but understand that your power, and you create like a mind space. So let it in and understand that you can decide how you react. So if I'm mad because you pushed me and we were at a bar, I'm gonna get mad naturally. Like that's my instincts. Like, what's wrong with
someone's
you?
invading your personal
look out,
space.
whatever. But I can't control that like fire of like wanting to fight with you or whatever or say something. But what I can control is my reaction towards that. So do I want to be emotionally smart and be like, okay, he didn't mean it. There's no point of being mad. I'm gonna let it go. Or have a fight with you, probably you're gonna get your ass kicked, right? And then walking away with what? Like a feeling of superiority? No, because you're still gonna feel like shit because you weren't man enough to control your emotions in the first place. So I think, especially for me, because I'm from Latin America, so we're very like emotional and passionate and shit. So it took me a long time to realize like I'm just being controlled by my emotions. Whether they're positive or negative doesn't matter. I shouldn't be this way. Because when it was a positive emotion, so like if I was in love or something, I felt like, oh, this is justified. I can be like this because it's great. But then I didn't know how to control it.
It's the same thing for the reverse.
It's the same thing for the reverse.
I think I loved what you were saying. It's like either you let your emotions act on you, or you act upon your emotions. Because I think at the end of the day, what it goes down to, and I think what it breaks down to, is really, what do you want? I think you have to ask yourself, and this goes for relationships, business, really anything in your life, is what do you really want out of a situation? I read a book, Crucial Conversations, and I highly suggest this book because the book talks about how to handle situations, but really controlling what you can control. And this is what I was talking about earlier. We had a discussion about certain like visa situations because we both have Canadian visas, and it's like I can't control if Canada lets me into Canada. I can't control. There's certain factors I can't control. I just have to be, centered with myself and control my emotions. And not go crazy, because I was definitely, like I was saying, I was at that point where I was like, action, I have to do something. But if you just do action and it's not the right thing, you're gonna make a mistake. Where if you just take a deep breath, maybe meditate for 10 days, like you were saying.
No, that was too radical.
Go to it.
It was funny because I went to that thing, sorry to interrupt, but I went to that thing with my ex-girlfriend, or my ex-fiance, and then...
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And then we broke up like a month after the meditation retreat, which was supposed to be like this positive thing of like, oh yeah, let's go there and be happy and all that,
So what does that mean? You think? Does that mean don't go with your fiance to the meditation?
Definitely don't. No. What it means to me now, looking back.
Right.
Because I needed that time to basically find some things that I had to work on, like in myself. Right. That I wasn't owning it before. We all have flaws, right? But sometimes we want to like either hide them from our loved ones.
Ah. What do you think you were hiding? Like what?
I don't know. It's not like deep, crazy stuff, but it was. I don't know, man. Like I feel, for example, I'm a very impatient person.
Okay.
And so the impatience always drives me to, I don't know, to maybe I would make her feel in certain discomfort because I'm impatient. And it could be like the smallest thing, like, you know, I'm waiting for you downstairs. Where are you? And then that thing could lead to something else. I don't know. I'm making examples up.
Girls take a long time.
Definitely. But there are certain things that we have because we're not perfect, but you don't own them, and you feel like, oh well, if she or he really loves me, you know, they have to deal with it. And to a certain extent, that's true because you're never gonna be perfect. But also you don't have to like carry that. You know, if people have, you know, their own issues, you can't come into a relationship with that expecting the other person to carry that bag of shit with you because they love you, right?
Right.
I'm getting too like.
Well, no, but it's a good point. Is that everyone kind of brings their own shit into any relationship. It doesn't matter romantic, any sort of relationship.
Yeah, it could be business too.
Yeah, I mean, everyone brings in their own baggage. And I think what you were saying was so important is just like owning it. Yeah. And once you own it, I feel like you're able to be real about it and be like, okay, look, this is my flaw, or, you know, I'm impatient or whatever. Because everyone's got it.
Yeah.
No
definitely.
one. I mean, I wouldn't want everyone to. If someone was perfect, it would scare me, to be honest. Like, that would be frightening to me. I think the best way is to own it and be like, okay, like, when it comes up,
just by owning it, you free yourself from like the burden of thinking that you're super flawed and there's nothing you can do about it. So in this case, it's impatience, which it's not that negative, but like for some people it might be something even, you know, like anger issues, for example. If people have anger issues and you don't know how to control that, and not only don't you know how to control it, but you're like, oh, I don't think I have anger issues, but deep down you know that you have them. That's dangerous because then you don't even know how to deal with them when they rise, right? So like
those obstacles that you gotta face head on,
right? So like in the meditation thing, it was more like what we said before: let it come and understand that you can only choose your reaction. And when I started practicing that, it was just, I felt peace. I felt like there's nothing wrong with feeling these emotions. Now, I may experience emotions that are products of my environment, of my culture, right? So, like, in Latin America, we're very macho.
Yeah, like I was saying,
we might be jealous, you know, that type of, because we're super passionate and stuff.
Very jealous, yeah.
So I was like, okay, this might come from me, like my personality. It might come from the things that I picked up as I was growing up. But that doesn't matter. That's bullshit. That, like, if I'm blaming my society or like my family or a friend or whoever it may be,
it's like that's just an excuse.
Like, what kind of a man am I if I'm making that excuse? But if you understand, like, oh, I have that, how can I deal with it? And you understand, like, well, I can just let it come, and then I'll choose how to react. Then you're better off that way.
That's a good point. Well, let's see if anyone else has that. Does anyone else have any thoughts on that?
It's crazy, like Octavio.
On crazy Octavio. Passionate is the best way.
Yeah.
Let's see who's on right now. Actually,
probably
James. Katie's still on.
Ask her something, but she's probably not there.
Is this seated? Oh wait, that's Avery.
That's another.
Yeah, Avery. Okay, so a friend of mine just messaged me on. I think, is that Avery? Are you the last person on? Comment below. He messaged. Yeah, this is live. We are live.
Yeah.
In Westmount, in our bubble.
In our bubble.
Talking
about like freedom and stuff.
In our North Korean bubble, here in Westmount.
What time is it? I'm getting hungry, man.
Octavio's getting hungry.
Yeah, let's go eat something.
You want to go eat something?
Yeah.
Should we leave everyone?
Yeah, but we'll do this.
We should do this
once
again.
A year.
No, we're gonna do it once a week. This is gonna be a weekly thing. I don't think anyone's on. Or no, there's 3 people on. Baz, shout out to Baz. I always do this. I always thank everyone. Katie, thanks for joining. Baz, thanks for joining. Dylan Burke, thank you for joining. Pilly, you rock.
But they can't listen to you right now, right? Or they will.
Well, maybe they're back on. Maybe they want to join and see this stunning face. Loved it.
All right.
James. Oh, James loved it. James, do you have anything to contribute, James? Dude, do you know you can bring people on?
What do you mean?
James, we're gonna do this once a week.
Like invite somebody here and have a conversation.
Well, you
with
see,
them?
no, you see it says ad. Like I
Okay.
can bring them on camera.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
Or I could tag someone that we can bring on.
Oh, let's do that next time. But let's have like
Who should we bring on, you think?
somebody that could teach us something. So instead of us talking,
That could provide value?
yeah, exactly. So if we're
Yeah.
struggling with something, find somebody that knows a lot about that shit, and then have them explain that here.
We should do a topic. I wonder what topic we should do next week.
Bitcoin.
I'll be there. James, you can join. James, what talents do you have?
what kind of weird question is that?
What talents do you have? Sorry, that might have been the strangest question I've ever asked in my life. What talents do you have?
That's funny.
What talents do you have?
It's not like a casting agency. How many languages do you speak? Can you act?
Wow, the sun is
Yeah.
peeking through now.
Okay, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, okay. I've gotten weirder. All right, perfect. We're gonna get weirder. All right, guys. We're gonna go. We're gonna go to lunch. Octavio's getting cranky. He doesn't want to talk about his life anymore. But that was really good.
That was a good rant.
Yeah, we had a good rant.
Yeah.
Like
Get my ex-girlfriend here. So
Yeah.
I've grown, I've grown.
She's grown. No, wait, your ex-fiance.
That's just a word. It's just a word.
I can't believe you were engaged.
that's good.
I forget you were engaged.
Yeah, that's great.
Next time we're gonna find someone here.
Yeah, and let's also try to do it at a time where people,
What time do you think we should do it next time?
probably in the evening. No, people are like, I don't know.
Maybe
we can look that up. I have no
we should
idea.
look it up. If anyone's on right now, comment below what is the best time.
Definitely not in the morning. People starting their day thinking
Evening.
about their stuff. Yeah, see,
Lunch.
evening.
I think lunchtime. Lunchtime people would. We could do like a 30-minute thing.
Yeah,
Or like a 20-minute.
How long has this been?
This has been let's see,
Can you see that?
6 a.m.
41 minutes. 6 a.m.
6 a.m. Katie said it. I want to bring Katie on, but
And blocked.
yeah, I'm not gonna like that comment. I've liked
Not Katie.
I've liked every comment except Katie's.
Sorry.
Yeah, no one's on.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna sign off. We're gonna go to lunch. Message us if you guys have any questions. Peace to whoever liked it. We love you.
Bye-bye.
This is Octavio. Oh, it's Phil. Phil Moore. Should we? Oh, you want to see how to bring someone on?
No. I mean, I know how to. You just showed me.
Yeah, right here. See?
Yeah, so that he joins. But
Yeah.
not right now, because I'm hungry, man. Like, now we're going to talk to him.
No, we're gonna go. All right, peace out, everyone. Peace from Montreal.